Okay, I'm beginning to change my mind here. Starting to change my mind about it's. I was looking in the interlinear about Noah. I went to that scripture about Noah being perfect in his generation. Okay, these are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations. Now, imagine this. I just assumed that these teachers were talking about genes because it says generation. But look at what it says here in generation. That's not what he's talking about at all. It's a complete, let's see, sound, wholesome, unimpaired. He was innocent in his generation. Now look at what generation says. Not talking about his genes at all. Okay, where is that? In his generations. A period of time. A period of time. Those living during his time period. Generation characterized by quality, condition, class of men. So he wasn't perfect in his genes because he had been corrupted from the fall. I watched that little guy, that Revelations of Jesus Christ. He did a video on the water, something about the water world, the water world. I'll put the link in there, but he made more sense. Okay, if you have the two trees, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil and the tree of life, the tree of the knowledge of, I'm still sticking to it being a fig tree. I still stick to that. It's a fig tree. But somehow when this sin was committed, when it was a tree joining up with a tree, the tree of the life joins up somehow when Adam and Eve is the guilty one because she's considered the whore. I always wondered, why do they call the women the whore? I don't care what country you live in, she's a whore. Haven't you ever wondered? Well, it's because of Eve. It goes all the way back to Eve. When Eve, she must have had some kind of intercourse with these Genesis chapter 1 humanity, which she was forbidden from mixing the seeds, because you go through the scriptures, the mixing is all there. Don't do it. So, and then her DNA changed, she took on the DNA because she had become one with whoever's, I don't think it was Satan, I think it was another human being. But a generation one, it was a tree of the knowledge of good and evil. It was a corrupted tree. So, because we know the fig tree that can only bring forth bad fruit can't bring forth any good fruit. So, all right, so she's somehow connected now, and then she convinces her husband, hey, let's live down here. Look at what all we got. We can be gods down here. Come on, let's go. Come with me. And of course he does. He follows her and partakes of the tree, because now she's the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. So now he partakes of, he has her, his wife, and then of course he's become one with her, and now they are one with the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And according to that little water world guy, which was a really good video, then the seed, from that point on, humanity's seed, so it's only one seed. Okay, it was the seed of humanity in the Garden of Eden, and the promised seed, which was Jesus Christ, who is going to be at war. In other words, God is now at war with his humanity that he's created. They're at war with one another. So humanity, even though Noah was perfect in his generation, he's called perfect in his generation. I'm out of battery. I hope I can finish this before. He was perfect in his generation because his faith was perfect. That's what makes us perfect. It's our faith that makes us perfect. It wasn't his bloodline. So there's only one bloodline. There's not two bloodlines in the earth. Wow, I'm changing my mind, okay? Is that okay if I change my mind? I've got to think about this some more. God bless you all while I plug in this phone. I'm running out of battery.